Are you tired of overpriced repairs? Sometimes a cheap, handy tool is all you need. We have Temu gadgets that claim to screw, fix, clean, and simplify do-it-yourself projects. But are they actually useful, or just more stuff taking up more space in your garage? Let's start with the rotating bench vise, which I bought on Temu for $20.79. This vise comes with anti-slip rubber pads and an adjustable jaw width of up to 2 inches. Perfect for woodworking and home workshops. Plus, its rotatable head adds extra flexibility for various tasks. All right, so let's see how smoothly this works. We'll attach it to the table. And that all goes pretty well, pretty easy. It has a rotatable head as well. You can attach it with this ledger, and you open and close it with this one. So far, so good. The only objection I would have against it is that the rubbers are really cheap and not really solid, so it tends to let go quite easily. The price makes it budget friendly. Meanwhile, the cheapest option I found in stores, the Bessie 3-inch clamp-on vise, costs $32.97. But honestly, ours feels more reliable. The electric screwdriver. I got the full pack deal for $53.59. 2 lithium batteries, a drill, and a set of bits. It's got 21 torque settings, 2 speeds, and pressure-sensitive control. The more you squeeze, the more power you get. Sounds solid, right? But the charger? Well, the charger feels super, super light. It feels almost as if it won't last. So let's see how this actually works. Let's try and screw some screws into this wooden block. If you apply pressure well, then it goes fairly easy. But you do have to apply pressure because otherwise they don't go in fully. So the plastic shell is gives it a very light feel. It's very light in the hand. The lithium battery also doesn't add a lot of weight, so it's really easy to use. It's a very budget-friendly option, especially if you compare it to the $169 Makita or the $149 Milwaukee. So would I trust this drill for serious work? Well, maybe. Just don't expect it to go the full distance. As far as a budget drill is concerned, it does get the job done. This steel folding saw is built to handle thick branches with ease. And it comes with a hanging hole for easy storage, whether it's open or closed. Advertised as a pocket garden saw for woodworking and flush cut trimming, it's priced at just $6.92. A real solid budget pick. Compared to the $78.99 Gumboy Curve Professional, this thing feels like a real steal. It feels pretty smooth, not too much effort, and the teeth are biting in quite well. Let's try and clean this mess with the $25.89 Turbo Fan, a portable high-speed blower for blasting dust. It also has a vacuuming option, blowing from one side, suction from the other. For context, Gisalife's similar fan costs $89.99. That's over 3 times the price. So first, let's try the suction bit. That's the vacuuming option. This is the lowest standing, but it has 4 settings. And that makes the sucking dust quite easier. But apart from the suction or vacuuming, we also have the blower function. Now we can blow the rest of this junk away. As you can see, that was only the first setting, and we blew it away with the greatest of ease. Now, a little trick, a little life hack, because there's obviously a little bit of wood in the reservoir. You take away the ring, you take away the filter, and now you can blow clean the reservoir. Voila. We tested all 4 power modes, and here is a breakdown. Power mode 1 lasts 26 minutes. Power mode 2 runs for 19 minutes. The third mode gives you 12 minutes, and the fourth mode just gives you 9 minutes. A full charge takes 78 minutes. Not the longest battery life, but for a compact fan, it holds up fine. Now is the rotary tool, a multi-speed gadget for crafting, DIY, and hopefully precise work. I got this tool and a 76-piece set for just $21.04. Meanwhile, at Home Depot, you'd pay $25.98 just for the accessories, then $31.25 for the tool itself. Or the same tool with fewer accessories, that's $94.96. So would you call this budget friendly? No doubt. So we're going to try the grinder on this big screw. We're going to try and cut a significant piece off. For this one, I'll use protective gear. All right, here we go. Not enough power. So it works, but only for smaller and less sturdy parts. This is too much for this little tool. Tiny but mighty. These 100 magnets may be small, but for $3.65, they might be so useful in so many ways. Keep a cabinet door from swinging open, stick reminders onto your fridge, integrate them into DIY projects, or even hang up small tools. Though it feels like that is their weakest use. Let's try to attach a 2-ounce Torx to these magnets. Let's see if they are powerful enough. We'll start with 1 magnet. And it has trouble holding. It holds now, but if I move it slightly, it falls down. Let's try 2 magnets. Again, it holds. If I start to move, again, it lets go. So let's try 3 magnets. Now this feels already a bit more sturdy, solid, although it does let go in the end. So let's try ultimately 4 magnets. Yeah, that does the trick, it seems. I really have to be a bit more violent for the magnets to let go of the tool. Surprisingly, these tiny magnets are strong, but don't expect them to hold up the heavy tools, unless you double them, triple them, or even quadruple them. Next up is the $8.63 cable cutter. For comparison, the Klein cable cutter costs $26.99. Quite a price jump. Our tool is designed for break and shift cables. So here's what we're testing. First, standard bike cables. Then we try some tougher household wires. And finally, we're going to try to cut some electricity cables. Let's try the bike wires first. Try and cut a little piece off it. Well, that went fairly easy. So let's try the household wires. Next, they are a bit sturdier, a bit thicker. Just as easy. And lastly, we have these electricity cables. Easy peasy. Well, this cutter quite does the trick. So this cable cutter handles the job quite easily. Bike braid cables or thicker wires, absolutely no problem. Now onto cable management. This costs $1.15. It's 3 meters of reusable tape, and it keeps cords tidy at home and works well for travel or general organization. Made of nylon, it's designed to be gentle on surfaces, unlike plastic zip ties that can leave marks or cause damage. So what we're going to try is to bind these pair of twigs together. Holds well, not for heavier, sturdier material, but for light material, it holds and binds together quite easily. Honestly, this tape does exactly what it's supposed to. It's strong enough to hold, it's easy to remove, and it's completely reusable. For a keychain, it's got a bit of weight to it. It's designed for both outdoor and household tasks. It packs 12 functions into one, including a cross screwdriver, awl, knife, and even a ruler. So let's see if this tool holds up by trying to unscrew this little bugger here. Make sure you tilt it over so you have a little bit of a hold on it. There we go. Now we can just twist and turn it. For a compact tool, not bad. It's sturdy, it's functional, it might be a bit heavy for a keychain, but as a backup, it's really worth it. As always, the choice is yours. And let's be real, if it opens a drink after a long day, that's a win. This torque wrench set isn't just another tool. It controls force when tightening bolts, preventing stripped screws or cracked parts. And the price? Well, ours was $26.52. Similar options start at $70 without a case or attachments. This wrench lets you adjust torque precisely. Too tight? Risk stripping screws. Too loose? Not ideal either. Adjust the torque and the wrench head reacts with a click as soon as you reach the target. All right, so we're going to try and apply it to the stem. We need 5 Newton meters. And of course, we'll hear the confirmation once it clicks. That was a click. There we are, 5 Newton meters. Materials, solid. Attachments, quality. Torque adjustment, very useful. If you're serious about precision in tightening, this tool is a keeper. This $1.63 sealant remover and finisher claims to make sealing easy, letting you apply, smooth, and remove sealant like a pro. No contractor needed. Everyone deals with this at some point, usually in a rush to find a contractor for good-looking seals. But what if you can do it on your own without a hassle? So first, we have to get rid of the old sealant. The principle is pretty similar to removing old paint, just by scratching it away. We have removed the old sealant. Now we're going to reapply new sealant. And we're going to try and smooth it out this time instead of removing it. And we do that with the white head. And there we go. Smoothly evens out. A very simple, very cheap tool that does the job. Plus, it saves you a contractor call and potentially over $180. If you're sealing gaps at home, this one is a solid buy. Ever tried sealing gaps yourself, or did you cave and call a contractor? Would you trust a $1.63 tool to do the job? Let me know in the comments, because I am curious. This drill brush should clean everything from car wheels to household surfaces. We've got a full range of brushes for only $18.49. Scouring pads, sponges, and an extra extension piece. For comparison, a similar Ryobi kit runs $89.94. That's a big price gap for the same concept. If you hate scrubbing by hand, this drill brush set does the work for you. Strong bristles, solid cleaning power. Just watch out, because some of the bristles are rougher than they look. So let's see if this really does the job. This might look like a silly test, but it did the job quite well, in fact. If you need a quick fix or a light-duty tool, some Temu finds are worth it. But for pro-level performance or heavy use, think twice before you buy. Sometimes you get a great deal. Other times, a $2 tool is just that. If this video was helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.